She's an actress. I've known her for many, many years. She's very, very funny and very serious and very smart. MT Cozzola. So I've made a lot of beds in my time. One time I made a bed. I made my bed so that a friend of mine from work and her lover could meet somewhere that wasn't in a parking lot off of McCormick Boulevard. I put clean sheets on my bed, my nicest ones. They were white with little blue and yellow flowers. My mom had gotten them for me at Marshall's. My mom would not have approved of this use of her sheets. My mom would not even help her friend, who through no fault of her own had 1 foot smaller than the other, switch out shoes at a shoe store. "Come on," her friend had begged, "just distract the salesman for a minute so I can swap out this size 6.5. "I will do no such thing," said my mother. "It's not his fault you had childhood polio." Yet here I was, abandoning my apartment for the afternoon so that my friend could break her marriage vows with some guy she met on the internet. I'd seen this brewing for months, ever since my friend and I went on a trip for work, and after we checked into the hotel, we went down to the pool for a quick swim before work stuff. And the second we jumped in the water, her ring fell off, her wedding ring. Just slipped off her finger and disappeared into the water. "Oh my God," she said, "it's like the universe wants me to have an affair." Or maybe you just lost some weight, I said. It wouldn't matter how much weight I lost or gained or what I did with my hair or what I wear. My husband just looks at me like I'm the last half bag of Bib lettuce in the back of the fridge. Well, how do you look at him? Pretty much the same. Do you still love him? Yes. Yes, of course I love him, and I want to express my love for him physically, even though he can't get me started and he can't finish me off, but I still need to be touched, you know? And I did know. I had been married before, and in my opinion, once you get to the Bib lettuce stage, there's no going back. So we finally find the ring at the bottom of the pool, and she slips it back on her finger, and I say, you know, maybe you should try marriage counseling. I mean, it didn't save my marriage, but it did help me to end my marriage more successfully. And she says, no, I don't want counseling. I don't want to end my marriage. I love my husband. I just want someone on top of me doing something interesting. And now here was Ian, this father of 2 that she met on the internet, who said his wife didn't want to sleep with him. And, somehow my friend and Ian had found each other and wanted to sleep with each other. And the first thing she said to me after their first meeting in person, she came back from lunch and she said, "It's a miracle. I'm on." So I set out tea light candles on the coffee table, and in the bathroom I set out fresh towels in case they wanted to have a bath. They'd never had a bath together yet. I mean, they'd never sat together in a hot tub, and one of them had never dipped their washcloth into the water and pulled it out and squeezed the hot water on the other's back and let the warm suds trickle down between their shoulder blades. So far it was just online flirting and straight to the parking lot behind Borders. But Chicago winters can be cold and hotels are expensive, and I was newly in love, and so I guess I just wanted everyone to be in love. So I called my boyfriend and asked him if I could come and hang out at his place for the afternoon. "Sure, come on over," he said. "What's the occasion?" "Oh, I just miss you." "I miss you too." "Oh, you just saw me yesterday." "Well, you just saw me too." "I know, yeah." So, is it okay if bring my dog? That was a little risky to ask him, but I wanted to stay overnight, right? And so, of course, I couldn't leave the dog at home. The only problem was dogs were not allowed in his apartment. But we had only been dating for like a few months, so he was still pretending that taking small risks didn't stress him out, and I was still pretending I didn't notice. So he was like, sure, come on over, bring the dog, it's totally cool. And I was like, okay, I just have a couple more things to do here, and then I'll be right over. So the place was almost ready. I put out some Trader Joe's snacks, some crackers, and that like hard Gouda, you know, the one that you don't have to refrigerate, and some grapes. Yeah, I thought about putting out a bottle of wine, but then I didn't want it to look like a Sybaris, so I put the wine back. And I called my friend because we decided we weren't going to text, like no written record, so I called her to tell her where I was hiding the key, and she swore that they would be out by 5, and I was like, take your time, I'll be gone all night, just enjoy yourselves. And I just pictured them walking in and realizing, you know, that moment when you look at each other and you realize you have this precious time to be together in, and they could just like exist together in the same space instead of groping in a car somewhere and hoping the mall cops didn't show up. They could soak in the tub or stand naked in the kitchen after making love and feed each other grapes and Gouda, or maybe they'd light the tea light candles and nuzzle on the couch. You know, candles in the afternoon are very romantic. I get home the next afternoon. My apartment looks exactly the same. The tea light candles have not been lit. The Trader Joe's snacks have not been eaten. The towels in the bathroom are still perfectly arranged. I go in the bedroom. The bed is still made. I call my friend. Were you guys even here? Oh yeah, she says. Well, did it go okay? Yeah, it was fine. Great, thanks. Oh, sure. Oh, she says, and don't worry about the bed. We stripped it when we got there, and then we put everything back on when we were done. You didn't have to do that. Oh, it's okay. I brought my own sheet with me, and we used that. Well, did you even take a shower? Oh, yeah, of course, but we dried off with paper towels. Ian got them from the kitchen. We just used those. I hadn't thought anything could be sadder than having sex in the back of a Ford Fiesta in the middle of winter until I pictured them methodically stripping the bed, having sex on a random sheet, and then taking a shower and drying off with paper towels. I mean, this is not how I wanted this affair to go. I had dishonored my mother for this, you know. I had deceived my boyfriend. I passive-aggressively made him deceive his landlord. I scrubbed my tub, all so that these cheaters could have this non-judgmental romantic haven, and they hadn't even appreciated it. And then I realized I had made my bed for them, but all they really wanted was the mattress. Thank you.